Elizabeth.
Let me see your shoes. Come here.
Hey. Elizabeth. Elizabeth. Hey. Oh, you're gonna pull the little cap off there? Get Charlie in there. He can.
Here, give Elizabeth those ribbons.
He's eating.
Oh, look at Big Bird. Oh, show it to her, Mary.
Okay, Lizzie, you can play.
Oh, yeah. Mary. Mary, you're strangling her with it. Wow. Good.
Oh my! It comes with a little map. Oh, look it.
Oh my.
Hey.
Look at this. She made the headband too.
Your sisters are already stealing your clothes.
She didn't make the tights. Oh. You should sit over here. Come on, Sil. Over here.
How can I tell if it's running?
Hold on, sweetie.
It's running.
Phil, you're not
It's
ready.
ready.
That's for you. That's for you.
All right.
Look it.
Here we go.
Ready?
Here we go.
1, 2.
Yeah, right to the cake.
Happy birthday to you.
Blow out the candle.
All right, Elizabeth.
Okay. Pretty good.
Pulled pork. Pulled chops.
Yeah.
So don't take it out.
The other day, the girls got my trumpet out and playing. I feel like it can really blow.
Now, Bill, you want to
Mom,
put it with their light here?
I want to park with the road. I want to park with a pumpkin. I want to park with the road. I want to park with the yellow road. I want to park with the yellow road. I want to park with the yellow road.
I'll pass out the roses after this.
Mom.
Here, Celia, you have a bat for now, okay?
No.
Look, I'll give you a rose in a minute. Just come in.
I'll get a witch.
All right, guest of honor.
Oh, just have a witch.
Said, yeah.
Mom, can I have two
Elizabeth.
witches?
You go and get
Mary.
stuff out here.
How's the school situation in Maynard since they voted down that
You ready?
regional thing?
You ready for the big cake?
You asked the right person that question.
That was that. We don't get too involved in things. When that came up, that was, well, I tried to go to the town meeting. I went to the one where they had to cancel it because there were too many people.
Oh, here, I have the
Yeah.
bib.
I was like,
Okay.
because we're very much for it. Yeah, who those people say it's wrong. I mean, I was called out for it.
Well, he was.
Yeah, what we're doing, everything.
I got a witch.
Two witches.
2 witches.
Win.
Trade your witch for a pumpkin. I'll trade your witch for a bat.
Now, where's
Bird?
Elizabeth?
Oh, thank you.
Would you like them?
No, thanks.
I'll get Trish
The only thing we can figure out is why didn't you just let Acton go first rather than.
You don't have to trade your bat.
Phil, Jane knows Dennis Eckersley.
Do you?
Yeah, I talked to him a couple times. He's a really nice guy.
Yeah. From the hospital?
No, from the health club. Off season he trains there.
Which club?
Longfellow.
Does he live right around here then?
Yeah.
He lives in Sudbury.
Right in the corner.
Rich Gateman does too.
We went there for Halloween.
Phil loves to trick-or-treat it.
Did you give up the candy?
I didn't even see what.
I thought it would be Baby Ruth. Here. That's for you.
Thank you.
Here, Charlie, let me take it out.
You don't want anything right
Just push the shut
Yeah.
off.
Here, Elizabeth.
The good part.
Oh, look at him.
Do you like that? That's ma'am. Nice slip.
What, honey?
Yeah, it's a wedding.
Yeah. Take the whole thing.
No, that's too big.
Get the whole thing.
Mm.
You like it? Daddy, can I watch this on TV.
You're so delicate.
Yeah, later.
No, I don't want it. It's for you.
Yeah. There you go.
Big bite. That was a golden bite.
Yeah, I'll say. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not me, huh?
Alright.
I don't think I've really given her cake very much. Oh,
She's
you want
hooked
some
now,
cake?
though. She's hooked now. The rest of your life you get this. The rest of your life. No, put it right there.
I'll get every one of these off.
2 pieces.
How are you guys doing? Would you like some milk with that, anybody?
Guys,
Yeah, here. You want some milk?
Hey, there's, let's see
Jeff?
who's at
Oh,
this
Jeff
party.
likes his orange soda.
Elizabeth's first birthday party. We have
The
on the left
best!
here. Who is this girl right here?
You want some milk? Here, do you want some milk? Mary?
Hey, who are you? How are you? What's your name?
Talk to the cameraman. What's the matter with you?
What's your name?
Silly.
And you're a big
Mary, do you want
sister?
some milk?
No.
A year ago today, you became a big sister, right? And Mary, you were already a big sister, but you were a
You're a
bigger
veteran.
sister.
You're better. You're experienced.
Oh.
Mary said was, Celia, I'll be the big sister, you can be the medium sister, and Celia was the baby sister.
Just
Everybody
remember,
has to know
Mary,
their place around
you have
here.
all the power and influence right now, the most you're ever gonna have. Because let me tell you,
After
when you
this,
hit 10 and they get to know what's going on, you're doomed.
You have an older
Oh.
Sorry, getting the and we have over here their best friend Valsy. Hi Val.
She's got all the
Hi.
And Jeffrey. How you doing, Jeff?
Silly, I have all the sugars on the
Fine.
What? I what?
Did you run the show? Did you tell your older sister what you
Charlie Nichols.
Yeah, because she bugs me.
Charlie, little Charlie's a sweet
Not
kid.
did? I know.
I'll trade you for a bat.
The problem is we're too much alike. and we
very
just don't want
nice.
to-
Really?
Got that?
You want an orange? You want a pumpkin?
Line flow of energy is the rod tip.
It's the day after baby Sheesta's birthday. Elizabeth. Lizzie B. Lizzie B.
Yeah. Hey, babe. Say bye-bye.
Do bye-bye. Well, that's the first bye-bye. Okay, what are we gonna do today, girl? Hey, girls. What are we gonna do today?
Daddy's gonna drive a wagon.
Okay.
I sprained my ankle.
Here we go.
Come on, she's got to go.
Alright, we're going around the circle. I'll do it. Okay. Back around.
It's okay. I want a hat like yours.
Oh, okay. Here, take my hat.
Like my hat, you guys?
Alright, I'm gonna take it forward. Here, hold baby she's forward.
She's the baby.
Come on, baby.
She's busy, but it's like in here, baby.
Show it to y'all.
Hey girls,
Okay.
let's go for our nature walk.
Alright, guys.
Let's go.
ability to regulate the loop is the cornerstone to controlling the presentation.
Hi.
By Pat Hutchins.
It's November the 14th, and we're reading books, and Baby Sheets is about to crank out. And go ahead, Mary.
I'm not holding her.
Rosie's Walk.
Let
Take
her
her.
go. I won't let her fall off the bed.
Right.
Start reading, Mary. Go ahead.
Rosie's Walk by Pat Hutchins.
Very nice.
Rosie's Walk.
Oh, very nice. Jeanette. Okay, read. Go ahead. Read the book, Mary.
For Stephen and Wendy.
Mary, go ahead. Just
You don't have to show them the picture.
read the book.
Rosie the hen went for a walk.
Okay, keep going.
Around the pond.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Dad!
Yes. Well, you don't have to show me. Just go ahead and read it. I want to.
Thank you, Sil.
Let's see the ones with the beehives because it's so funny.
Mary, keep reading, sweetheart.
Move a fence. Under the beehives.
That's funny. Boston's getting stung.
And got home in time for dinner.
All right, very good.
Very nice.
Now we're gonna read Jerome the babysitter. Come on, Celia.
Jerome the babysitter.
What are you doing, Seal?
The
Oh,
owl squawk squawk. The red
oh, push her this way, Seal.
All right. Celia. Ready to read Jerome the baby? Alright. Should I start it, Celia, without you?
Yeah, go ahead.
It was 5 days before allowance day, and Jerome was broke. You know what it means to be broke? It means you don't have any money. I can't even buy an ice cream cone, he sighed.
Get her out of there, Seal.
Go find a job, said his older sister Winifred, who was babysitter. Then you'll be rich like me. Sometimes Winifred had so many babysitting jobs, she asked her friend Lulu to help. You should ask me to help, said Jerome. I'd be a terrific babysitter. You're too young, said Winifred. Why don't you go sell lemonade, said Lulu. But I want to be a babysitter. Well, let's see.
And who's the biggest?
That's Winifred with the red bow, so that must be
And that's her
Lulu.
brother?
That's Jerome, yeah. Yeah, Winifred and Jerome, are brothers and sisters, and that's Lulu. But I want to be a babysitter, said Jerome. Brothers are such pests, sighed Winifred. Just then, someone called who needed a babysitter right away. Never asked to babysit again, whispered Lulu. Oh boy, said Jerome, you're a real peach, Winifred. He hopped onto his bike and hurried over to the Gatorman house. Mrs. Gatorman rushed out of the front door as soon as Jerome arrived. I'm late, she said. The little angels are eating their supper. All you have to do is put them to bed. That sounds easy, said Jerome. Then he heard a loud crash. What was that, he asked. I didn't hear a thing, said Mrs. Gator. She jumped into her car. Good luck, Jerome. I'll be back in a couple of hours. Oh my gosh, look at this. Jerome found the Gator Man kids in the kitchen. They did not look like little angels. Jerome gulped. I'm Jerome, the babysitter, he said. Oh, good, a new babysitter, said the Gator Man kids. One of them offered Jerome a piece of candy from under his head. April Fool, cried the Gator Man kids. This isn't April Fool's Day, said Jerome. It's always April Fool's Day at our house, said the kids. You look a little shaky. Would you like to sit down? They offered Jerome a chair. Without a seat. Oh no, groaned Jerome. He fooled you again, said the Gator Man kids. Well, you won't fool me a third time, said Jerome. I'm going to give you a bath and put you to bed. He marched the Gator Man kids into the bathroom and filled a tub with water. The Gator Man kids filled a bubble bath. Don't put in too much, said Jerome. They're all holding the whole lot. That's way too much, shouted Jerome. All I can see is bubbles. Where are you? The Gator Man kids had vanished. Jerome searched all over the house. He couldn't find them anywhere. Winifred should have warned me about this, he grumbled. Then he opened the coat closet door. 4 alligators walked out. They were dressed in hats and coats. Who are you? gasped Jerome. The visiting relatives, they said. Excuse me, said Jerome. I was looking for the Gator Man kids. Maybe they're up on the roof, suggested the relatives. I hadn't thought of that here, said Jerome. One of the relatives found a ladder and held it while Jerome climbed up. No one was on the roof, but someone was taking his ladder away. Stranded on the roof. He'll never get down, groaned Jerome. What will Mrs. Gatorman say if she finds him up here? Then he heard a whistle. A policeman was standing on the sidewalk, pointing at him. Stop, thief, yelled the policeman. Who, me? gasped Jerome. I'm not a thief. That's a likely story, said the policeman as he hauled Jerome down from the roof. But I'm babysitting the Gatorman kids, said Jerome. The Gatorman kids, said the policeman. I've heard about them. You better get back to work. After the policeman left, Jerome peeked through the window. The kids were watching a monster movie on TV. They looked scared. That gave Jerome an idea. A few minutes later, he knocked on the window. The Gatorman kids looked up. It's the monster, they screamed. Go to bed, snarled the monster, or I'll come in and get you. He started to raise the window. The Gatorman kids raced to their bedroom. They jumped into bed and hid under the covers. Then they heard footsteps. The monster is coming to get us all, they all screamed. The bedroom door opened slowly. April Fool, said Jerome. When Mrs. Gatorman returned home, she found Jerome reading bedtime stories.
I saw what she did.
Pick her up!
Okay. Mary's going to practice her brownie Girl Scout honor. Okay? Promise, okay?
Here we go. Sit up
Let's
straight.
see the 3 fingers.
Here we
Okay, go. Starts off with a cough.
No.
Okay, do it.
On my honor, I will try to serve God in my country, to help people at all times, and to live by the Girl Scout law.
Very good.
Very good. Seal, would you like to try it?
No.
All right, Mary's going to do
Mary, can I hear it one more time slowly? Because I really didn't get to... Wait a second.
On my honor, I will try to serve God in my country, to help people at all times, and to live by the Girl Scout law.
Very good.
Shh, listen.
Please.
Elizabeth's singing. Blow up. Come on, blow up. Now breathe in all the way like they showed you. Come on.
What did you have to tell
And
them?
Seal, what are you doing?
Call me Ellie with the television holder.
Okay, tonight's...
You know where it is? It's in Daddy's top drawer.
Flick it on your... No. Seal, get right back where you were and flick it out.
Here, I'll just...
No. Good on you,
Do it again.
I can do that.
A little harder.
How about you put it on your knee and I'll flick it.
Okay. Can you do it to me
Where's
too?
the mouth? Oh, there it is. Okay. Put your knee up. All right. Here we go.
Mom, can I have it?
Oh, she's good.
So can you give me it?
Shh. Yes. Mary, try it.
Ellie, Alice.
Here.
Come on, that's for Ellie. Can't you see it's for Ellie? Yuri, it's for Ellie. No, it's for Winnie.
Who's that?
No, Mama's got the whole family. It's for Ellie.
Except for Szechuan. All right, sit down and we'll do Ellie one more time. Mary, you get to do it for Ellie. Sit. And you can do it again.
Well, give it to me and I'll make sure Ellie comes up there.
I know how to do it. Aim it right at
Hold
Ellie.
still.
You do it. Come on, do it.
Zoom, 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 zoom. Oh! Ellie? Ellie?
Yeah. Sit down on your knee and flick it.
Put it on. Now it's in the heater.
Come on.
Go zoom, zoom, zoom. Ellie!
Come on, Ellie's getting bored.
1, 2, 3, let's. Put on. Now don't look.
Shh. Sit up. Breathe in.
Very good. Say good night.
Night.
Nighty, night.
Seal, what do you say?
More.
Bill.
Seal.
Good night.
What?
Mary was moody.
Oh yeah, let's see.
Gonna be Cinderella.
Let's see the moons.
No moon. No moon.
Seal, Mooney.
No moons tonight, right today?
I'll show the moon. Daddy, can you do the butterflies to us?
No, not tonight. Good night.
Of the basic casting.
shepherds then say to each other, "Let us go to the stable to see this event which the Lord has made known to us." They went in haste and found Mary and Joseph and the baby lying in the manger. Once they saw, they understood what had been told to them concerning this child. All who heard of it were astonished at the report given them by their shepherds. Mary treasured all these things and reflected on them in her heart. The shepherds too gave praise to God for what they had seen. Sounding the was with the shepherds a choir of the heavenly angels praising God and say, "Glory to God in the highest and peace."
Herod, the king of Judea, also heard about this baby, and he was not pleased. From the east came 3 wise men. They studied the stars and had followed a star from their country to Bethlehem. They inquired about the child, this newborn king of the Jews. In the meantime, Herod had called his chief priests and scribes to him, asking them about the Messiah who was to be born. They told Herod that the Messiah was to be born in Bethlehem of Judea, as the prophecy read. "And you, Bethlehem, land of Judah, are by no means least among the princes of Judah, since from you shall come a ruler who is to shepherd my people Israel." Herod then summoned the wise men to his side and found out the exact time of the star's appearance. Then he sent them to Bethlehem, instructing them to find the child and to return to him with the information. Overjoyed, finding the stars, they left Herod's place. They continued to follow this bright star, and it soon led them to the stable where Jesus was born. They paid homage to the baby Jesus and gave him gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. They received a message in a dream not to return to Herod, and so they went back to their country by another route.
O Virgin Mother Mary, you are blessed above all other women on earth by the Lord, the Most High God. You have magnified your name, and your praise shall never fade from the lips of those who love you.
Kind and just Saint Joseph, you are the foster father of Jesus. Your tender compassion and loving care for the Savior has given you a high place in the hearts of heaven. Your message has gone out to all his people, and your example shall be known by all.
Thank you.
made him an amazing.
Herod, the king of Judea, also heard about this baby, and he was not pleased. From the east came 3 stars' appearance. Then he sent them to Bethlehem, instructing them to find the child and return to him with the information.
Programmed to transfer.
It's Christmas 1991, Christmas Eve. Okay, go ahead, Beth. Just kidding. Oh, yeah. Hi, Santa.
It doesn't look like that much to me, I don't know, but I know it's enough. I know it's enough. I just keep telling myself.
Yeah, that's funny. Okay, turn the lights down. Christmas morning. It's Christmas morning. Babe, she's there. Baby, she's there. It's Christmas. It's the last time. Last year we'll be waking you up for Hi. Hi. Good morning.
Hi, sweetie.
Hi, baby, she's there.
I'm gonna change her.
Okay.
Oh. Hi.
See you in a minute.
What you have in your hand? Where did you get this from? Santa Claus or something?
You guys are happy, huh?
Elizabeth.
Ooh, there goes Mary. You can't see you. What do you say? Can you read your names on there?
No slippies! This is mine.
Hey, there's Mom.
Oh, look it.
Oh wow,
New
new
slippers.
slippers.
This is for Elizabeth.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Elizabeth,
This is for me.
what is this? Elizabeth.
Sing a couple. Oh, she likes the blanket.
Oh no, Mary, this is to Mary from Santa. Let's see what that one say.
Oh, look it. I got
For Celia. Oh, flashcards. Okay. Wonderful. Is it a present?
What did you get?
What'd you get, Seal?
Wedding Mitch Kane.
Wedding Mitch Ken.
I need
Yeah, Mary, why don't you put yours over here?
Hey, Beth, can you turn Baby Sheets around?
Yeah. Mommy, does this? Oh,
To Celia.
Beth,
What
can
did
you
you
turn
get?
sister around?
a new tea, a Barbie tea set.
A Barbie. Show Daddy what you got.
Isn't there one of those for me?
What'd you
We'll
get?
see.
Wedding Mitch.
Look what Celia got. Celia got a Barbie tea set.
Is that what you wanted?
Yes. Oh, does it say to me?
Let's see. Oh.
Oh, yeah, this is my name.
To Mary and Celia. Well, you see yours on there? Up. What's that, Celia?
Celia knew something for me.
What is it?
Celia, no.
Celia knew something for me. Oh, goody.
Right here. Wait, you guys, hey, wait a second. Mary, let's,
I know what this one is, Mommy. Mommy, I don't know. I know what this one is.
what?
Baby sister
I'm
wants to
not
play with
telling
the
you.
tape.
So this is to me.
There's to Mary.
New clothes for me.
This is to Celia. That one's too, that little one. Yes, to Mary.
A paint set.
Finger paint.
Good. New finger paint. I'm wrecking those this whole life.
That's a bad. What's that? Look what Mary got.
And
See?
look what I got. Wedding tent.
Look.
And wedding
You
tent.
both do it.
Mary, look it.
It's like,
Good.
split me
I
up.
got these. Oh, look what I got. I got
Yeah.
these things slippers.
Now your feet will never be cold. Look at those. Aren't they pretty? Look at those.
These are the same.
Let me see. To Mary.
Mommy, these are
No, wait. To Mom. Sorry, to Mom.
These are me.
To Mary. Oh, Celia,
Hey, Mary,
those
can
fit
you
you
read your-
perfectly.
Look at Baby sister.
Ouch, this is heavy.
What is that
So
say?
I don't care about these presents.
To Mary. It says to Mary. This says to Celia. Barbie clothes, huh? Wow. Well, I like that gold jacket. Neat.
Ouch. How do you get this thing off?
Pull the-
Yeah.
Pull the ribbon.
Oh,
Pull all the ornaments off. Whoops. Hey, Elizabeth, this one's for you.
Well,
Want
what-
that present?
Is this for me?
Yes.
Who's this for?
Oh, that's
Big.
Liz. No, that's for Liz. Help Elizabeth open it. Oh, wait a second. Let her pull it off.
Oh, it's a book. Let me see that book. It's called A Book of Poetry for Children.
Good. Yay!
Yay, Elizabeth!
Okay, turn Elizabeth around and can you help her open that?
This much.
Oh!
Oh, look at Elizabeth.
Yeah, this is for 20 years from now, okay?
Look what Elizabeth
Take it out of the box for her. Take it out of the box for her.
Okay.
I want her to see open that one that she's got right in front of her. That's
Well, look it.
What is it?
Real umbrella.
Oh, Celia, Mary finally got the umbrella she wanted.
I
Oh, look.
see the real umbrella, Mom.
Look, Elizabeth.
Mary, can you share that with me? 'Cause
I'm sure she can. Celia.
she likes that.
like that.
Look, Elizabeth got 2 new pieces for her dollhouse.
Yep, slide. Mommy, who's this for?
All right,
Mary and
girls, I
Celia.
want you to help.
Yay!
No, Mary and Seal, before you open that big one, will you help Elizabeth open this little one right in front of you? Okay.
This is my wrapping paper that I did.
What is it, Elizabeth? What is it? Yeah, you want to pour some more out? Yeah, pour some more out. That's right.
Elizabeth knows how to open
Mary,
this present.
Mary. Next to Elizabeth, okay? Help her with this thing.
Now there's only
That's
zero.
for Daddy. Look, Elizabeth.
Now turn it on.
Put it down. Look at Elizabeth, look. Here, I got you. Oh, yeah, but look, Elizabeth. Look. Elizabeth, look. Okay. Oh, she's not afraid of it.
Mary's back up just a little bit.
Mary, this is for you and me.
Oh.
But
What is it, Celia?
a Madeline puzzle.
Oh, you like it?
Wished it.
Let me see.
Mary,
You put it on.
It feels so soft, doesn't it?
this one.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Oh,
Mary.
Santa buys the right size.
Look at Mommy. And he knows the right kind of slippers to go with it.
Ooh. Here, keep it on there.
I don't know which one to.
Beth, will you do her belt? So
That one. Look what Celia got.
Your wedding bride.
Their wedding bride shoes. Look at those. You like those?
I hoped it what it was. Say here, this is for you. Parcel.
Celia from Santa.
here, I'm trying
Cecilia. Whee! A new pink
Oh,
hat.
you got one too.
Whee!
Matches your pink slippers, huh?
And gold brush.
So, Celia. Mary, look at what Celia's got. Mary, look at pink leggings with lace and rosebuds. Oh,
Mom, look at
the
what you
rosebuds.
got.
Oh, yeah, look, you each got some
For
construction
Mama.
paper. Yeah, I bought those for you. Look, Celia, one piece of stand up. Let's see if this will fit you.
to. All right, guys, wait a second.
Now we can match you.
That's right, I have a pink patch.
Yeah.
Here, wait a second. Let's pull it together first.
I can do this now.
Yeah, turn around, show Dad. See, look. Watch it.
Let's see.
See, look.
And Daddy, look what I got to match my new basket.
Yep.
It's nice and soft.
After you finish putting on your,
Ooh,
opening your presents, you can.
yeah.
Open some.
All right, so I get to open this one.
Yep.
Do you know what this is?
Yep. I don't know what it is.
Turn around, look at that. Celia knows what this is.
You tell.
I'm not gonna. What do you think about that?
Ooh, hey. Oh, that's beautiful.
I always knew.
That's really pretty. I love sweaters like this. I never buy one for myself.
You like that?
I love it.
And that
Thank you.
shoulder
Oh, look, it
pad.
has a sheep on it.
Look at the front.
I know it has a.
Does it have a sheep?
And it has a girl.
And a goose?
And a girl.
And a tree.
And a girl.
I get to be a.
Celia, you're in the way.
Oh, look at this.
Celia, move back. Look what Daddy got.
I got a tractor. Look at that.
No, it's really for Daddy to play with. In the wintertime when you can't use it. Look at that.
They make the John Deere tractors.
Well, I thought maybe.
If you give a moose a musket.
Hey, Mary, go next to Mary. Mary, you're gonna bump your head.
Right over here.
Go next to Mommy over there, okay? And I wanna.
You know what?
What do you do with that?
You put the little pegs in and then they light up.
And little pictures with color.
Yeah.
Well, you can do it at night in the dark.
Night brush. Alright, well, there's something more. What is this?
Mommy, look it!
To Mary.
Mom, look it! Samantha!
Samantha books. Mary, look. Look at all those Samantha books.
Look at that one.
Yeah, that's the red
It's a
comic.
box. It's a box. What else is I'll do that side.
Watch the tree, would you?
Why? I shouldn't watch the tree. Here.
Good idea, Tom. Let's see what.
Oh, wow.
Sheepers.
Sheepers, look at these. You know what these are? Oh, they're slippers.
It makes me want these slippers too.
No, you needed those.
I can shuffle around.
Very nice.
Wow.
Whoa! Soft feet.
That was
I didn't get
Dad.
any jeans like these.
Hey, Beth. Let's see your sheepers.
Mommy,
Huge, don't they?
can I open
Oh,
this?
that's to Eddie and Tycho.
No.
We got. All right, now, but you know what? I think that's all in the presents, because these are for Elizabeth. But Santa left stockings.
Oh, yeah.
And there's,
Wait a second.
there's two
Wait a
women.
second. Wait a second. Right. Wait a second. Will you help them
Yeah.
lift it off? There's a name.
I'll take them off.
So, how can we do the pretty woman? One.
Yeah,
Look
put
at
it
this
on.
velvet one. Mommy, beauty.
put it on.
Beauty. Look. Look, there's a little present inside here.
Yeah.
Whoa! Cool! Look at Daddy. Like a little sparkly headband.
Is that cool?
Mary, can you share those headbands with me? I haven't got any.
Hey, where'd you get those big slippies?
Aren't those pretty?
Well, if you get them some shiny. Oh, look what you have still here.
Isn't that pretty? Didn't you get one too? No. You sure? What's in there? Here, I think you haven't finished looking. That's yours.
What happened to Lizzie's nose?
It's
Look
just
at
crusty.
markers. Look at what I
Mary
have.
got a pink one, look. But let's not use them. And we got some elastics. This is Cecilia.
Mom, I got the sparkly stuff.
Put on the black headband and see if it fits you.
Hey, here she comes.
Mom, look at I got a sparkly headband. I got a sparkly headband. There's only one more than Mom, I got a sparkly.
Walk to me,
I
Liz.
got some sparkly
All right.
headbands.
No, there's nothing in that one.
But you know what? He left. No. Celia. Celia, did you open?
See ya.
Where's the other stocking?
There's more in the other stocking. That's
Have
it.
you seen my cat?
Have you seen my
I have
cat?
that book at my
Show
school.
it to Daddy. Show it to Daddy. Have you seen my cat?
Mom, let's go.
Put it back. Put it further.
Let's go see the other stockings.
Hey, what is it? What is it, Seal?
It's Help Me Rhonda.
I don't
Beach
like
Boys
You
tape.
don't like that?
It's
Starburst. M&M's.
crayons.
New crayons. Gum.
But
Look it.
Starburst.
No.
I'll peel that for you for breakfast. Okay?
M&M's.
Elizabeth likes the beach boys. Oops.
Have a good Christmas, guys.
Yes.
Okay, Christmas just isn't presents, it's having a nice time together. Lizzie B, Merry Christmas. What do you have to say to Santa?
Thank you.
Okay.
We're gonna do another one.
It's Christmas morning, and what did Santa bring you?
Night
I mean, but what is this that Santa brought you?
Night bright.
Light bright?
Night bright.
Night bright. Oh, okay. And what is this a picture of?
A girl and a boy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you just do that?
Yes.
It's beautiful.
Okay. You want to do it?
How did you learn how to do that?
I played with the flowers.
Okay.
Mommy's seen it before.
What's the next picture you're going to do?
The butterflies.
Okay.
Yeah, and is to right, and a one plus open sleigh. Hey!
Wow! Patty cake! Patty cake! Patty cake! Oh, she's slimy.
Stretch this arm out like that. That's it. All right. Now keep it there. No, keep it. Get up there. All right. Now, no, stay out there. All right. Now the other one. Come on. Yeah. Okay. Now this one too. Yeah. Okay. There. All right. Do you want everybody to clap for you? All right? Okay, everybody clap. There. All right.
Very good. I'll get it. Seal, come here. Look at the dog watching me. La, 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 Right now, here, go. Don't get back. La, la, la. Okay. La, la, la.
the red-nosed reindeer. You know what?
Mark.
And if you ever saw him, you would even say him close.
Sing the words.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and all the reindeer. Alright, I know this. Then one muggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you lead our sleigh tonight? And all the other reindeer used to shout it out with glee. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer will go down in history. Here's Rudolph right here. Ah.
Oh, la da 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 da. You know the word's gonna be another brand new day. Walking with my baby down San Francisco Bay. Meanwhile, we're in another city. I'm just about to go insane. Seems like I heard my baby, the way she used to call my name. But if she ever comes back to stay, it's gonna be another brand new day. Walking with my baby down San Francisco Bay. When I come home to you, San Francisco, and sun will shine
Where's your Gibson guitar? Oh, it's downstairs, out of tune.
Out of tune.
Out of tune.
Probably worked.
The Gibson. I'll get it out later.
No, this is all right. No, we'll stay with this. It's all right. You like that arrangement?
Yeah, very good.
I like Eddie's been,
Oh, yeah, oh.
you really keep good.
I'm an old gypsy.
That's good.
Just have fun with that thing.
All right. This man's having a tough time. But he says, I gotta change things around. He said, there'll be a change in the weather, a change in the sea. From now on, there'll be a change in me. My walk will be different. My talk and my name. Nothing about me is gonna be the same. I'm gonna change my way of living, baby. That stuff. But nobody is gonna want me unless I change my way. Yes, there'll be some changes made right here today. Yes, there'll be some changes made. Yes, I'm gonna change my way of living, baby, that ain't enough. I'm gonna change the way I strut my stuff, 'cause nobody wants you when you're old and gray. There'll be some changes made today. Yes, there'll be some changes made today. You like that one? Yeah.
Yes.
See, these are my arrangements that, Eddie, do you think they're to be listened to?
Oh, enjoyable. Very, very nice.
You like that?
Yes.
Is that thing on or what's happening with
Yeah,
it?
the batteries are
1, 2, 3, 4. It's all right.
Battery
Yeah.
is on, I think. The battery's
Well, he's
on.
got to get a little closer to it.
What do you think's happened to Peter?
I don't know.
She whispered, will you be true to me? And I sighed, see. Oh, cause you passed away since we've been apart. Many moons have passed away, but you're still in my heart. We made a promise and we sealed it with a kiss. In a little Spanish town, 'twas on a night like this. What had happened in Monterey a long, long time ago. It happened in Monterey, in old Mexico. Stars and steel guitars and lips as red as wine. Stole somebody's heart. I'm afraid that it was mine. It happened in Monterey without thinking twice. I left her and I threw away the key to paradise. My innocent heart longs for the sweetheart that I left in old Monterey. take a chance, oh, ba, 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 and
My first single.
you're feeling and you're rocking and you're rocking and you're rolling.
My birthday, yeah.
You know the difference between a southern gal and a northern gal? The northern gal says, you may. The southern gal says, you all may. You like that, Eddie? You know, I got a gal and she's 5'2". She's got eyes of blue. What those 5'2" could do, has anybody seen my gal? Turned up nose, roll down hose, flapper, yeah, one of those. Has anybody seen my gal? Now if you run into a 5'2", covered with fur, diamond ring, all those things, you can bet your life that it isn't her. Oh, could she love? Could she could? Could she could? Has anybody seen that gal mine? Has anybody seen my gal? Talk to all by myself, no one to walk with, but I'm happy on the shelf. Ain't misbehaving, saving my love for you. I don't go out nights, I just don't care to go. I'm home by 8, my radio ain't misbehaving, saving my love for you. Like Jack Bonner in the corner, don't know, oh, my kisses are really worth waiting for. I screwed that up alright, yeah.
left feet, but oh so sweet. Sweet Georgia Brown. They all sigh and wanna die for sweet Georgia Brown. Well, I'll tell you why. I know the reason why. Said she knocks him dead when she lands in town. Oh, she's the one that could. Fellas, she can't get our fellas. She ain't that. Georgia claims, Georgia named her sweet Georgia Brown. Fellas that she can't get our fellas. She ain't that. Georgia names it, Georgia named her sweet Georgia Brown. Miss, I forgot the words to that. No.
Do you perform anymore?
Yeah, here and there, yeah.
Down the Cape, you'd be booked all the time. I went over to the land hall one day. They were raising money for their Christmas dinner. You know, they feed the people that are homeless for Christmas. All of the guys that Tommy knew serve and cook and do everything.
Oh, really?
So they had a big, all the musicians performed free Monday to raise some dough.
Probably sound drunk after they
No, that place is too small. We don't even have anybody in there.
The winds and the willows.
It's terrible. We're all losing the words. Play it anyway. It's beautiful.
Oh, you must have been a beautiful baby.
What
You must have been a beautiful child. When you were only starting to go to kindergarten, I'll bet you drove the little boys wild. And when it came to winning the ribbons, I'll bet you showed the other kids how. I could see the judge's eyes. Handed you the prize. I'll bet you made the cutest bow. You must have been a beautiful baby. 'Cause baby, look at you now. Oh, now you still look great, baby. Look at you now.
I'd really like to get you two to listen to this station that broadcasts, well, they call themselves a Chatham station. They actually broadcast from Brewster now, and from 3 to 6 every afternoon, they have 2 old disc jockeys play. And oh, I think, Eddie, I think of you if you were there. I'd take you up to the station and make them interview you.
What's the name?
They should
Lou
have.
Dumont is one. Lou Dumont on, and the other man's name is Bradley. And I'll tell you, they play a record, and they tell you who everybody is, where it was played, who's who. They reminisce about, you know,
That's what your
they'll
dad
reminisce
do.
for
You
a
gotta be
few
disc
moments
jockey.
about not just the music, or they'll talk about the music, but they've been there through all of them, and I'll bet your paths have crossed sometime or other. And the station plays classical music almost all the other time, but 3 hours a day, and, you know, I know all the songs.
Yeah.
How about WPLM?
Oh, that's a good station,
That's
yeah.
a good
In
one.
Plymouth? The one in
Yeah,
Plymouth?
yeah,
Yeah.
oh, it's a very good station.
Where are you from, Paul? Are you from Boston?
Yeah, from the Boston area, yeah.
Whereabouts?
Well, I'm in Braintree now,
I know, but-
and music was what I did all my life. Since I was a kid, you know, I was going to be an art teacher because I excelled in art, and I could draw better than everybody in the class. You know, it just came to me.
Where did you grow up? What area?
Well, when I was a kid in Worcester.
In Worcester, okay. You can tell he's from here. He said, ah.
Oh, I know. Yeah, that wasn't a mystery.
And then, of course, I was going to be an art teacher. That's what I was going for, because I was the best in, you know, sometimes a teacher from the other room, like in the 5th, 6th, 7th grade, they'd come and they'd commission me to go into their room and draw a map of North America, for example.
Freehand.
Yeah, a big map on the blackboard. And I was able to do it. I loved it. And was there for many, many years. Students every year come and, there was the map. I did it, you know. Then when I painted a bluebird once, a blue jay, watercolor, it turned out so great that the teacher put it on the wall and it stayed there for many years. I'd like to see
School in
that.
Worcester?
I wish I could, yeah, this is still in Worcester. Then I went to high school, and I didn't take up art there. I don't know what the hell happened. I was fooling around with music. And then after high school, I hung around and did jobs here and there and fooled around with music. And I decided, well, why don't I go to art school? And I could be an art teacher. I went to art school.
In Boston?
No, in Worcester.
In Worcester?
Yeah, the Worcester Art Museum School.
Oh, okay.
That was like the Fog Museum, like
Oh,
in
it is,
Boston.
good museum.
So anyway, I went there and I found out that I wasn't as great as I thought.
Somehow we all find that out.
You know, I saw people, well, when you go to art school after high school, you get the best
Yeah.
of everybody
Yeah.
in the vicinity, in the area around. People from Lowell, Framingham, Winchendon, I remember, there were different people. They were the best of all the schools around.
Yeah.
Well, we had our easels up there, and I remember our art teacher was Mr. Human, and he had an impediment, the way he walked. He walked like this. And then he'd say, I won't be so hard on you, I'm just plain human. That was his name. That was his annual joke for the next class, for the year. Anyhow, then we had our easel, we had our smocks, and I learned about oil painting and charcoal drawing. We had models pose for us, and we were all around. And then, of course, we'd have little breaks, and I'd look at the other works, and I'm telling you, Gordon Legg was his name. He was good. He was better than me, you know, and I liked his style, putting that on. And there are others that were better. And I couldn't get over that because I always was best, you know. But these were the best of everybody, you know. Well, anyway, I'm fooling around with music. It was a 3-year course, and I could have been an art teacher, but I did like 1 year, and then Huey Connor's orchestra. big orchestra in Worcester area and Hampton Beach. I auditioned and I made it. And I left school to travel around with the band. And here I am in a big band, you know. It's a 14-piece band. And that was it. And then we went to Boston, and we had a job at Riverview, broadcast from there. Then I had to get into the Boston Union, Resistance Union.
Woody, come here.
And then the thing broke up, and now, and I met my girl, Elsie, and I was quite in love with her. And then Huey Collins had a job in a Chinese restaurant from the ballroom. And I didn't want a Chinese restaurant because it's 7 nights a week, 7 days a week. Noon shows. I didn't want that.
He sounds sweet.
And so I auditioned for Huey Barrett, a New York guy.
Woody, come here.
And I joined Huey Barrett. Well, anyway.
Sit down.
What was the local band's name again?
Huey Connors?
Yeah. And Riverview, was that in
Riverview.
Was that in Dedham?
No, that was Neponset.
The Ponset Circle?
Yeah.
Okay.
What other places did you play in? Because Peter's from Brighton and from Boston.
Well, all right. Then after that, I don't know, I did this and that. Then the war came, and I got a call from an agency that if I could get 2 other guys and me, a trio, for the Shangri-La.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Do you remember the Shangri-La in
Where's that?
Boston?
Sure.
Right on Boylston Street somewhere?
Yeah.
And I went there, I auditioned, and I got a good piano player. He was wonderful, and a vibraphone player, and we made it. And we played there for many weeks, and they loved us. And then now I knew I had something. I got in touch with the agents in New York.
Where was that, on Boylston Street?
Yeah, I think so.
Was it sort of down a little bit of an alley with a Boylston Street address?
Jeez, I don't know.
I gotta swear that that's where I went in on VJ Day.
Oh.
Really?
Because we rode the trolley cars on the outside,
Very good.
in the tunnels.
Wow.
Then I got the William Morris agency,
Oh, did you?
which is a big agency.
Yeah,
in
it's the
New York.
best. It's
They
the
are
best.
big. And I got them interested in us, and then they booked us in Connecticut, in the Old Town Hall Inn, for 2 weeks. And I actually quit a job that I had in Boston to go there. Because this was a stepping stone. I had something good. I had great musicians.
Woody.
And so we went there for 2 weeks. And do you know, we went there, the previous trio from New York had risque stuff. And I remember after our first set, the owner came to me and says, "Do you have any risque things?" And I says, "No, we don't. We do classical and jazz. Diametrically different. Classical, you know, like old time, not old, but anyway, but they loved what we did." And I said, "No, we don't." But he let us go on, and we attracted a lot of people. 2 weeks with option. You know how long we stayed there? 4 years.
2 weeks with option. Where was that in Connecticut?
East Hartford, Connecticut.
Oh, boy.
And it was the road to go to New York from Boston.
Yeah.
And all people from Greer Garson came in, and she's coming up the stairs
Greer Garson,
at the
oh, my.
hotel where I'm playing, and I see her coming up the stairs, and she
She's
looked at me,
beautiful.
and I looked at her. I says, "I know you." And she says, "Yes, I'm Greer Garson from a barn rally in Boston on my way to New
More
York."
buns?
Yeah. She says, "Where is the restaurant?" I said, "Right down here, below here. That's where we played." Grant Garson.
She's beautiful.
And you know,
Absolutely beautiful.
and it was there that
No, Berta.
it was
So
there.
beautiful.
I love her.
It was there that Mr. Coswell was going from Boston to New York, went in there to eat, and they heard us play. He heard us play, and pretty soon a waitress came up to me and says, "This man wants to talk to you. Already I'm booked in the Sheridan Plaza in Boston." He liked us.
Yeah.
And now I'm really going up, you know, really.
When did you meet
And
Eddie?
then
And
probably...
where did your paths
Yeah, where
cross?
did you meet Eddie?
Huh?
Where did your paths cross?
43.
Is he getting to that?
Oh, all right, keep going. Wait a minute.
You getting to that?
I'll be right back.
You got 60.
Intermission for a second. Keep the train of thought.
So when did you,
1943.
so you were doing this all before 43?
I guess so, was it? Well, all this was like before 1943 or after?
Let me see what happened. Were you after or before? I don't know.
Figure it out.
43, so where did you meet them?
Hey, Bill,
Yeah,
you want to give these to Winnie?
yeah. We can put them outside. Yeah.
43.
Put them
Oh,
on the back porch.
Huey Barrett was the band. I didn't want to.
Back porch.
I didn't want to stay with Huey Connors.
That was way before then. That was before 43.
Yeah,
Come on, Winnie.
that's right.
Winnie,
That's right.
Winnie.
And I didn't want to work 7 days a week in a Chinese restaurant.
Yeah, they had two sessions a day and you never go home. You go for lunch, cocktails and dinner, right? 3 sessions.
Yeah, three, and 7 days a week,
Yeah, Francatelli did that.
and under scale.
Yeah.
And I got out of that
Yeah.
because I auditioned for Huey Barrett, a New York guy,
Yeah.
and I made it. And I joined him.
I'm trying to think of when I joined Bob
And
Allen. Was it
Then,
before the Capitol Theater? We did something upstate New York, some theater, then the Capitol Theater, New York.
then I was playing ballrooms in Boston,
We're going to keep talking.
and then Randy Brooks.
Oh yeah. Randy Brooks took over.
Bring these over here, all right?
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes.
He was the guy in charge of the band,
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yes, please.
and I auditioned there, and I made it.
Now, wait a minute. When you went to, from the 4 years in Hartford, where did you go?
Well, wait a minute. Now let's get back to before that.
Okay,
Before that,
okay.
when Huey Connors got a chance to go, he had a job in a Chinese restaurant, 7 days a week, 3 shows.
Where was that?
In Boston.
What was the restaurant?
I forget what the hell restaurant it was. A big name, you know. So anyway, but Huey Barrett was from New York, and he was playing the Bradford Hotel, and he was looking for a guitar player.
That used to be a great place for dances, the
Yeah.
Bradford.
And
Up top, I think.
I auditioned and I made it.
Yeah.
But that didn't last long. Somehow, I don't know what happened. Now I'm playing around Boston with this and that, and then Randy Brooks. It was the old
Hal Kemp. Yeah, Hal Kemp.
Hal Kemp. Hal Kemp band, and then he died. And Randy Brooks, from a great trumpet player, took charge of the band, and fronting it was Bob Allen. He was in the Rainbow Ballroom in Boston, and they were looking for a bass player, and I auditioned, and I made it. And now I'm in the band.
Yeah.
And then now that's where Eddie comes
In New York. In New York.
In New
I know
York,
you guys in New York.
we played many famous ballrooms, you know, New Jersey, what was that?
Meadowbrook.
Meadowbrook,
Where's the Rainbow Ballroom in Boston?
and then it was after that, I think I came home and I get a call. The war was going on, if I could get a trio going. And I got a trio at the Shangri-La. Then I went to Connecticut, a big hit. And
So-
Providence TV got interested in us. And you know, I gave them a price, a union price, and it was over their budget.
Huh.
We were so goddamn stupid. I thought I was smart. You know,
If I had a Jewish manager, if I had
That's where you missed the boat.
if I had a Jewish manager, they would have said, look, you don't even have to get any money. Just go on that.
Go on, let everybody
Just
see
go
you.
on, let everybody see you. And then all these rich people who want special music for their parties would pay much money. You see? That's what happened. And then I remember when we finished at the Old Town Hall Inn after 4 years, people cried. I'm telling you, they loved us because we played wonderful music from the heart, you know, and it was just lovely.
Now, in those days, what did you play?
I played bass, stand-up bass. And clear and sweet and nice. And the piano player was wonderful.
Did you ever play the Norumbega Park?
No,
What was it called? What was it called?
Totem pole.
I played Mosley's.
Mosley's was in Dedham. That's in Dedham,
Listen,
right?
I played also Symphony Hall.
Oh, okay.
Just me.
Oh, okay.
With a big orchestra, the Boston Concert Orchestra, and 50 singers for Porgy and Bess. What's that? Porgy and Bess. Porgy and Bess thing, yeah. And they needed a banjo player that could play.
I get plenty enough.
I got plenty of nothing. Here I am in Symphony Hall. That's like Carnegie Hall in New York. And here I am doing that on banjo. No amplifier. There's about 40 musicians and about 50 singers, plus the group of Porgy and Bess. And here, with this banjo, no amplifier, when it came to my part, I played, there's about 2,000 people there, and I people listening to this. And I had to wait and count hundreds of measures before I came in.
Hang on, I gotta go to the room.
That was the worst part, Bill.
Yeah.
The worst part of that engagement.
Do you know what instrument this is?
Mandolin.
Banjo.
Mandolin.
Banjo.
Banjo.
Mary.
Can you do Mary?
They,
Go
Mary. All right.
I like that.
Randy likes this song.
Celia, she's a nice girl, and we love her so. Yes, she's our gal.
Where is she? I love this song.
I do.
Cecilia. Hey, want to dance with me? Papi, Cecilia. I sing this all the time and think about you, you silly. Hey, you want to come up here with me?
Come on, Celia.
She doesn't have to. Beautiful words.
What's the word?
All right, now we gotta go to it. Let's do it again now. We gotta think about it. How about a little kiss, Cecilia? together. Hey, I used to dance with your other grandmother to this one, Celia. Seal? I love this one. There's another one that the Beatles sung, but it's not. Thomas likes that one. Come on. Oh, you look so pretty. That's a beautiful song.
I sang with you when you were
Hey, listen.
a baby. I didn't know the song, and I thought.
I didn't know you liked them. Why don't you give him the rest of that bag and I'll bring you a new one. Because, oh golly, if I feel like these, we'll mail them to him.
Play the other one that you were playing.
Does he get these?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Mary. You made me love you.
I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it. You made me want you. All the time you knew it. Yes, you always knew it. Some traffic. A lot of traffic.
What I ground for, the brand of kisses that I die for. You know you made me love you. And now here's a tune I've been trying to think of. The key of F. Oh, I've been trying to think of it. I went into my key, but I didn't know the tune. I'll think of it.
little fellow. He's cute.
Let me listen for a little while and then I'll go out later, okay? I'm gonna be with your grandmother and grandfather. Wrong way. All right, now how about Alexander's ragtime band?
Exactly like you. Remember this. Oh, sweet and lovely lady, be good. Lady, be good to me. I'm just a lonesome babe in the woods. Oh, lady, 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 be good to me. I'm alone in this big city. Won't someone have a little pity on me? I'm just a lonesome, lonesome, lonesome babe in the woods. Lady, be good to me. I'm all alone in this big city. Won't someone have a little pity on me?
This year when you rent nest egg, your mom and dad can have whichever they want, the big room or the twin room. Paul can come down and we will have,
Oh, jazz parties.
yeah, and I would invite Crane and all these guys would go out of their mind. And they'd be wonderful.
Yeah.
Hexley, honey, whoa.
I want to be there when the band starts playing. You know what you want to do?
That's all right. I'm listening. Keeps you young, Paul.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Remember this blue? Remember this?
Yeah, I'm not even there. wife is sick. His wife is sick. Right?
Oh, okay.
I mean,
It's all right.
stay tonight? Mike and Kelly coming up?
Oh, no, no.
What's the Darktown Strutters Ball?
Huh?
That's Darktown Strutters Ball, right?
Yeah,
No, is that it?
that's in the KFC. What do you
No,
do?
no, no, this is Dark.
What is that?
What
Not
do
Dark
they-
Town.
No, this is not
No.
this is
You know all
Blue
of me?
Room, I think.
Blue Room, yeah, Blue Room.
That's right. You know all of me? It's all right. You do something you like, Paul. I don't...
Sing it. America.
to the ocean, white with snow. God bless America, my home, sweet home. You know the great story about that now. Flyers score a goal. That became the Philadelphia Flyers hockey team song when they were going for the Stanley Cup. They played Kate Smith's record of it instead of the national anthem before every game, and every time they played it, they won.
Is that how they coined the phrase, "It's not over till the fat lady sings"?
No, Dick Motta did that for some crazy reason. He was talking about this. But I'm up in Montreal, which is the hotbed of hockey, and I remember Christmas time riding the escalator up to my office, and they're playing God Bless America. Now the Canadians aren't playing it for God Bless America, they're playing it because they think it's the Flyers theme song. And they won every game where they played it. They didn't play it one game, they lost. They went right back, and instead of the national anthem, then they used Kate Smith's record rather than a singer.
Do I want you? Do I need me? Do I need you? Honey, I'm glad that I am the one who found you. That's why I'm always hanging around. Do I love you? Yes, you know I do.